whatever that means for you. Everybody has their own little idea of what Easter means for them. For me, it's a time for us to come together. You understand? A time where the plantation, you understand, we can leave it behind and we can all congregate with one another. It's family time, you know? Some people say, oh, it's a meaning behind it or what have you. But my meaning is, we ain't been together for a minute and we together now. Let's sup because time is short, as we know the mothership is hovering over us now. Lots of people are going to be transitioning in their sleep. Oh, yeah, yeah. People are going to transition in their sleep. It's just gonna be so sudden. 1 minute, we all laughing and talking to everybody the picture of health, and then the next by the next day we'll be hearing, oh yeah, she passed on in her sleep. You understand? May she rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It could be mama. Mama don't know. Ain't nothing certain. Nothing certain, but it is a contract that we filled out way before we came here many, many, many lifetimes ago. You understand? And so if you got an idea that you may have signed such contract and you thinking to yourself now you're not necessarily ready, you can always go over the contract once again. You can do that. Does that make sense? Okay. So this is the wonderful opportunity to renounce or denounce any type of contracts at this point now. Lots of folks gonna be lined up in these ICUs, hospitals, doctors' offices, and stuff. With a myriad of symptoms and sicknesses and disease. The reason why I'm here is I wanted to talk to you all about a travel. I want to make it real quick. I wanted to talk to you all about a travel as to what is getting ready to come. This is a prediction. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Just had some of my artesian water. This is a prediction, a prediction, a prediction. I just left the travel. I got up late today because I was in an active travel and I cannot just do like you all, just get up and just say, oh, okay, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. Let me get up. I can't do that. My body does not work like other people. I know that I'm not like other people. I know I will never be like other people. And I want to never be like anyone else. You know what I'm saying? I want to be who I came here to be. So what works for some don't necessarily work for all of us. Understand? Understand? So, this is my time. If I want to sleep until 6 o'clock in the evening time, you understand? I've earned that right. There's no one that's going to dictate to me what time I should be getting up and this, that, and the other. You buy you some business. Because once you buy you some business, you got your own. You so busy operating your own business, you don't have time to operate anyone else's business. Does that make sense? So when anybody indulges into you all's business, that means they don't have any of their own. And that is unfortunate. You understand? So we don't supposed to be telling nobody on here how long they supposed to sleep and how many meals they supposed to eat. And I don't have no mommies. I don't have no mommies. I don't have any daddies or anything of that nature. Now, my mother is deceased. My biological mother is not going to tell me what to do and how to do this or whatever because she was not an active participant in my life. You understand? And I'm sure her other daughters that are grown, she's not going to tell them what to do either. So she don't matter. Matter of fact, I seen her transitioning pretty soon too. Sorry about that. I might go before she do, but anytime I hear those, like y'all might not know what I'm talking about. Anytime I hear phantom marbles, those she's shedding those. She's shedding those phantom marbles, and you're not going to be passing her sicknesses down to me, okay? Okay, you're not gonna be passing those down to me. I'm not talking to her. I'm just talking to her spirits. I don't want none of you over here around me. Okay. See, y'all got to talk to the spirit now. You have to talk to them. Because, see, when mamas die, somebody got to bear that cross that mama bared. You know, I don't care what nobody said. Matriarchs bear the crosses. Patriarchs don't. It's the matriarch. When children get into trouble, they don't go to the patriarch. Grown children, when they get in trouble, they go to the matriarch. Okay? When a mother passes, you become the matriarch. I am the matriarch when my adoptive mother passed. Now, her sins came to me. You bear the burdens of the sins of your mothers, women. Men don't. That's not their job. Once again, if your grown children get into trouble, they're not gonna call their daddy unless they want daddy to tell mama, "Hey, look, I need this, I need that." They're coming straight to mama. I got one oldest daughter. When she get into trouble, she always calls her daddy, and her daddy calls and lets me know. Now, why it's like that, I don't know. My youngest daughter, my son, well, my son will do that too. He'll go to his daddy. He know he's supposed to be coming to me, but he'll go to his daddy. My youngest always, she comes to me for them. The youngest is the ambassador for all of them. But the whole game is to get me engaged. Oh, could you ask mama this, mama that, whatever, you know? So, you know, so if your mother passes away, women, you are going to have her debt. You're going to bear her debt. Okay? And that's a lot. This is what causes a lot of your health issues, your health problems, you know, a lot of things that you have going on with you. I don't know. You may have arthritis of the knee now that mama gone. Arthritis of the foot, the leg. Mama may have had kidney issues. Now you got kidney issues when she gone. Sicknesses attach themselves to people. Sicknesses are spirits. So mama was on the kidney machine. She had diabetes and she had high blood pressure, all these different things wrong with her. Now she done carried on. Bless her heart, and may she rest in paradise. But you got it now. Spirits come to you. You inherit the spirit sickness. You inherit the debt. You inherit whatever else, any kind of gifts. Mama might have been good with business. Now you got all that on you now. Okay? And depending on how well you can bear that, it will determine how long you're going to live. This is why I do not like to attend funerals, because you get an attachment. I went to my aunt's funeral and I got me an attachment. I wound up in the hospital. I'm trying to get my blood pressure down. My mama's auntie, when she died, I ain't had no business at the funeral, but she was like a mother to me. Out there, did not have the proper garments on. You supposed to put you a black hat and a veil or a black head wrap on your head, black dress, black shoes. Protect yourself from the spirits. Because they cannot survive unless they attach themselves to a motherfucking body. If a spirit is left out too long and it don't have a vessel to hide in, then the cleanup crew come and get you, and they send you wherever you got to go to be exterminated or whatever, to the bottomless pits or whatever, wherever spirits goes, to the abyss or what have you. So they hide in us. They hide in our auric fields, our biospheres, and they give us trouble. Do you understand? So now you sitting up here, now you on the kidney machine. You on a ventilator. Depending on what circumstances. You got to go to the doctor 2 and 3 times, you understand, out of a month, so they can monitor what's going on in you. Or depending on mama could have like that death thing. It comes in and it attaches to you. Meanwhile, the men don't have no trouble. We keep them alive. A man's life is only as good as the matriarch around. When my auntie passed, this is when I got that spirit attachment for her. Now, this was some years back, okay? I've not been in no hospital now because, see, my hater, he'll go out celebrating. Oh, she was in the hospital. Sorry, newsflash, this was a minute ago, okay? I know you waiting for me to have my demise, but you need to be careful now because it may just be your own. You cannot go around celebrating how many bad spells you don't put on people and how many people you don't cause to be in car accidents, to die, to come down with sicknesses. Because I'm telling you, humble yourself because it might be you. I'm always humbled. Always. I don't know what's around the corner. No human being can celebrate another human being's demise. If someone dies in someone's family, do not laugh and take credit for it because it may be yourself. And that's the only thing that you seem to care about is yourself. But a lot of the times you don't care about yourself if you celebrating people's fall. You can't do that and expect for people to feel any kind of sympathy for you when it's your turn. Some people say, I ain't humbling myself. I dare humble myself. You are in a shell. A temporary shell that is vulnerable to all the elements and vulnerable to spirit. Anything can take you out. You could be walking around one minute, get in a car accident, now you're paralyzed, you're in a wheelchair now. It can happen to you. All of these bad things you say you do for your clients, it can happen to you. It may just be your turn. Nothing, once again, in a physical shell is safe. Nothing. Not I, not you. Okay? So, when you go into these, I refuse to really go to funerals and stuff like that. I don't believe, unless it's my immediate family. Don't just be going, I mean, everybody's body's different. A lot of folks can go to funerals and don't faze them. When I go to funerals, I've gone to some funerals of my children friend, might have passed. My children's friend may have passed. Now I've gone to the funeral and brought the attachments always come back with me. I don't know why. Somebody just said, well, you're light. They know what you can do. They want you to help them and whatever. And I ain't quite figured out how to help myself in the living 100%, you understand, to be trying to help somebody that's on the other side that has been deceased. Now I can communicate for the deceased or the party that's living that is not in the midst of us. You understand? But I don't know how to guide them home. I don't want to put myself in a situation like that. Now you got some young people that are practicing and they're getting to know how to guide spirits home or help them with some things that they have not completed or what have you. But that is not what my mission is right now, even though I tell you all I am interested in necromancy and all of that. I just really at this point can't concentrate 100% on that, but spirits follow me. We all got spirits following us to some extent, but when I say spirits, I mean serious spirits follow me. One of them funerals I went to with my daughter, a friend of hers had passed, and I went down there to Selma, and my God, he came. That the deceased man came to me when I got back home. Wound up in the hospital. Wound up in the hospital too much. Now, when they come, to give y'all an idea what they do, when they come to me, they seriously raise my blood pressure. When I'm doing my work for clients, my pressure elevates. This just for me. Now, some people are like, I ain't never heard of that. That don't mean it's going to happen to you. They're like, we can go in a field of flowers, I'm going to be sneezing. I have issues with pollen and all of that. You may go over there and not nothing happen to you. Well, our bodies are not designed the same. So we handle things differently. We handle stress differently. Everything is not the same for everybody. Everybody don't have the same blood type. Everybody don't have the same genetics. Everybody don't have the same DNA. Be respectful. When I'm dealing with the dead, my blood pressure shoots up. Yours don't. Mine's do. Like a woman can menstruate for 7 days, another one don't menstruate but for 3 days. One floods, one just lightly. Everybody is different. What did she say? How she flood when she on her cycle? Oh my God, girl, I don't do that. Stop comparing yourself to other people's situations. This is what's wrong with us. We don't feel adequate enough because we think we're supposed to be like the other Joanne or the other Joe. You're not. You're all different. You're made up different. You're different sizes. Some tall, some short, some pygmy, some round, some straight, some hourglass. Everything different. Hair nappy, hair cuckabug, some straight, some wavy. Be you and stay tending to your own business. And if you don't have one, buy one. If anytime we get to the point we're trying to mind somebody else's business, that means we ain't got enough to do on our end. I mean, you're bored. I mean, you're not happy with your own life. When we see you tending to your business and letting other folks tend to theirs, then we know that you wholesome. You understand? Does that make sense? So they follows me. Like, and if I go, as soon as I go to a funeral, I'm gonna go and travel in my sleep at night to wherever this situation is, and then I see the whole scenery, everything that go on. You understand what I'm saying? Like my aunt, I was just in the travel, trapped in the mirror with her. The glass broke. I broke the glass. She was in that mirror. You understand? And from there, I wound up in the hospital. I started seeing. I always at the right eye, I'll see this big ball of light, and it'll stay there and follow me. That be that spirit following me everywhere I go. You understand, right? And go in there. Oh, your blood pressure's elevated. And I got to stay in there 24 hours, 48 hours, sometime longer, so they can use medicines and stuff to get my pressure back down. Giving me a shot on the left side, left side, right side, get that pressure down. So I try to stay away from funerals because them spirits be heavy on me. They want me to do things, and I have to tell them. I said, please leave. I can't handle it. You got to go. One of them things had followed me around for so long, and like I say, y'all ain't trying to be disrespectful, but the spirit looked like a bright ball of light in my right peripheral vision. Them be the good ones. The bad ones be on the left side, be nothing but a black wall on one side. Can't see shit out the left peripheral vision. Like the butt, what is that? I be all up in here fussing and stuff. Y'all would get away from me. Knocking on the door and tapping on windows and stuff and electronics and stuff. That's my life. I said, oh Lord, somebody done passed on. I can even tell Willie. I be like, Willie, somebody on your job finna pass away. And he'll go on the job. He said, my wife just said somebody was gonna pass away. It's just weird. A weird life for me. And this all got started when I got in my 40s, but as I progress in age, it is getting very intense. So what happens is those shadows, when they attach themselves onto you, they on you for your journey unless you can release them. And they it's particularly attached to women. Men, your lives are only good as the life of your matriarch. This is how come you have to really take good care of your matriarchs. I'm not trying to be one-sided, but it's the truth. You take good care of her, then she bears, I hate to say it, your sin. When my auntie passed, the one I'm talking about, when she passed, not the other one, when she passed, this is what happened. She died. The lady was 90 some years old. Right behind her, 6 months later, her son died. She died in that house, meaning that the window of death is open in there. And I was trying to tell the young lady, oh, Mika, y'all already know me talking about. I told Mika, I said, please, please, you got to do some stuff in there in the house. There's certain rites of passages that we used to do back in the day that you got to do or whatever. And she didn't seem to have no interest in it. Then boom, he died. He came out with throat cancer. He was gone. And when she called me, she said, hey, I need to let you know Don got throat cancer. And I said, he do? Y'all know. The moment I hung up the phone, I couldn't swallow. I could not swallow. The thing was trying to get on me. I dealt with that for a whole 12 months. Trouble swallowing like a lump in my throat. And I said, oh, and when she told me that, I said in my head, I am not going to the funeral. I didn't say it to her. I said, because the sickness ain't finna come over here. Soon as the funeral occurred, one of the family members called me, said, hey, look, I'm looking for you. Where you at out here? I said, oh, I'm so sorry. I couldn't make it. In the back of my head, I said, I'm not coming to that funeral so them spirits can attach me. Do y'all know I heard my doorbell ring? You know, the ring on the doorbell, the ring. There's a thing, an app. It went, don, 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 don. Looked out there on my cell phone. You can see outside from the device, the app. Wasn't nothing out there. He comes through the door and attaches himself to me. To me! And what he was doing was trying to make me see about me. So what happened? When he got inside my body, I was cussing. I couldn't hardly eat. I couldn't hardly swallow. I couldn't do nothing, y'all. And he was saying, I need my wife checked on. I need my wife checked on. And so I was being pulled into the spirit realm by him because he was in my body. And, observing Mega, everything she was doing. She was crying and hurt and calling all kind of people and getting sick and all of that stuff like that. Do you know I had to deal with that bullshit for 6 weeks? 6 weeks. Keep your protection up. You have a spiritual protection. A lot of people like myself, it's real hard for us because we're naturally receptive to spirits, disincarnates, mystery spirits, all of that. You know what I'm saying? If you're a medium, I'm a medium. So I had to endure that for 6 weeks. Finally, I had to go and do some work, some graveyard work, get that muck off my back. So a lot of the times when y'all see me depleted or whatever, it's because I've been wrestling in the spirit. I have so many until it really impacts my life because this is what I am, a medium. So I was able to release him. Shortly after I released him, I saw my adoptive mother. Because see, let me talk to y'all. And I know I'm supposed to be talking my predictions, so let me make it real fast. This is what's going on. When my mama got the attachment of death and sickness, okay, she died. My adopted mama. Then my mama attached to my daddy. My daddy lived 10 to 11 years. When they make attachments, you either got 6 months to at least 10 years. Okay, so she went there and she attached to my daddy, and my daddy got it. And then when my daddy died, he went and he attached himself to my mama's sister, which is my auntie. And each one was 10 years apart. See, I paid that attention. Wait a minute now. Edna dies, okay? 10 months later, Frug dies. And then, 10 years later, 10 years later, Frug dies. Because usually A man, when his wife dies, he don't have long unless he remarries. Because now he has to take his burdens to another matriarch. If he does not take his burdens to another matriarch, he don't have necessarily long. So my dad went and got a girlfriend. And so she was able to handle some of the attachment. It was so bad she went blind in one of her eyes, the stuff that he had on his ass, because he was an alcoholic. Yes, that's what I said. And so then that shit was attached on her and him, and it helped him live 10 years at least, because his ass should have been straight out the door after she died. Excuse my language, y'all. So sorry about that, Dad. I just got to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Your ass was an alcoholic, and you just put your shit off on this other woman. You made her blind in one eye. Your shit was so bad and corrosive, because you know you couldn't put it on us. We was too young. So from there, he dies. I think in 08, something like 07, something like that. Then it's attached to my aunt. I started noticing that my aunt began to deteriorate. Okay. So I was going over there tending to her, seeing about her. And then 10 years, she dies. 10 years, she dies. Because my mom went and attached herself to her. Then, when she dies, the type of stuff she got on her, them men couldn't handle it. So, like I said, 6 months later, Don dies, her son. He dies because they didn't do the proper work when she died in that house. Because you got a 90-year-old matriarch dying in the house with all that stuff that she got the sins of the family on her. You better raise some motherfucking windows, doors, open the motherfucking drawers all over the goddamn houses. Cabinet doors shit should be opened up. Beds should be moved and shit from one end, because they hide their asses under your motherfucking beds. They like to hide on the beds. They like to hide on the dressers. They like to hide in dark places, because they can't be out in the light. Just like a vampire. That's how these spirits work. The spirit of death. It likes to hide in the dark. And so that in the daytime, they like to snatch you when it's cloudy. You see what I'm saying? When it's real dark on the planet of the day, they come, but they usually come, death usually comes at night. But it come in the daytime too, now don't get me wrong. So I told Mika to do all of this. I said, girl, it's gonna be some hard work. Get all of her things out of the house. Anything she got some attachments to, get it out the house. Get the dresser out of the house. You can't get the dress out of the house. Open all the drawers up. The mirror's supposed to have been covered. All it, they didn't do none of that stuff. None of that stuff. And it's some hard at work. And one person is supposed to do it, supposed to be, but the family's supposed to get in the house and do all of these things. Okay, so you can usher death out. So he died 6 months later. His attachment gets on to me. Then her brother dies. They all went just down like flies. The brother died. Then the brother's son died. And probably folks still probably dropping like flies over there. But I said, I know my limitations. I will not be over there. So I have not heard from that family or seen from that family anymore since. Like a fool, I did go back over there on that street, but I was told do not go back over there anymore, because the spirits, when they recognize you, they're gonna jump you. My auntie, I saw her in my dreams. I said about like 3 or 4 months ago, and I thought that was real strange. I said, wonder what you doing over here. We never really talked and kicked it, in in real life. Like, what are you here for? And she was just like in her little depleted stage, just sitting there beside me. And then she grabbed my hand. I was like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? She said, what I got out of it, telepathically, I'm giving you my power. I don't want that shit. I don't want it. I'm very vocal. I don't want it. I don't want it, because the way you shit your ass, you live the 90 and something. Excuse me. I'm working with my auntie always said, don't cuss the dead. And I'm trying my best, auntie. I am really trying my best. She said, you don't cuss the dead. But I'm like, I don't look, when y'all get here, y'all see what I'm talking about as y'all grow in this spirituality. Men and women, you'll see. Men ain't trying to leave you out. I know you got power, but you put your sins on us. That's what that wound carries. Like, women, be careful. Don't sleep with a bunch of men. They put they in their semen, depending on how they feel about you and why they having sex with you. Their semen carries burdens. That's why a man have release and relief when he ejaculate in your body. He feels his calmness, like his burdens are lifted off of him. And you got some men that go around purposefully committing crimes, even murder, and then they go and release that in your womb. And this is why you got to get these hysterectomies and all this stuff, because let all the different men have his semen in your body. I'm gonna say it properly. Y'all know what I really want to say, but I ain't gonna do that. I done did enough cussing today, and Easter is tomorrow. Okay. So guard your gates. I know it feels nice or whatever, but these men, when they get this making all these euphoric sounds and shit, and the gates and shit wide open and all of that, you understand? He is putting it on you, and then you calling me saying, "Mama, I got problems, I got troubles." And then you want to turn it on me for it's over with, as I'm trying to work with you. Next thing you know, I'm the problem. You can't cuss him out, you cussing me out. Now, we can't do that now. You got to go back over there to the man who done put you in this situation. Some people hire folks just to be scapegoats. And I'm not doing any more scapegoating. Nobody's going to use me as a scapegoat, or I'm not bearing no crosses or nothing like that. I'm gonna teach you how to bear your own cross. I'm not gonna bear it for you. I'm putting this out in the universe. I'm not bearing any crosses right now. I'm gonna teach you how to bear your cross. So if you're paying me to do that, to carry on your sins, I'm not going to do that, okay? Because I'm telling you one thing about a woman. She'll take up for her man, and she'll throw you right under the bus. All you trying to do is help her. You called me for help, didn't you? Why all of a sudden now I'm your enemy? Y'all be careful with that, practitioners. Because you got a lot of people that do that type of stuff. This is because they don't want to do self-reflection. They would rather reflect on you than for anybody who has come to me. You're going to do self-reflection. You're not going to reflect shit on my ass, okay? Because before you know it, you'll be this could be somebody in they well up into their 70s and stuff, and then all of a sudden you ain't no more than 40 or 50 your age yourself, and all of a sudden you've been the problem since they were born. I'm like, I wasn't even born then. You didn't even know me. Didn't you come to me with problems? But let me get over here. So I don't know why I had to say that for somebody, cause somebody who's listening, I don't know who it is. Somebody done transition. Where you're black. I hate it. I hate to say that. Oh, I hate to say it, cause my daughter like, oh, mama, why did you do that? And then shortly after that, she lost somebody. I said, cause I see it. Sometimes it slip. Um, Where you black, well, ladies, put a black head scarf on, but you're supposed to have a black veil. Okay, that veil's supposed to hang over your face, where your eyes are shielded from the spirit. Black hat, black veil. Black dress, cover all the way to your feet. Black shoes, black glove. Because you got to go into the graveyard. When you go into the graveyard, that spirit trying to jump is trying to escape. They don't want to be buried. This is why I believe in cremation. You push that body in there, close the spirits up there with it. Now, some spirits going to jump off as soon as the body's dead. They looking for a new host. But it's best to push them in there and close that door real quick, and then incinerate them. Like some objects have spirits attachments in them. You drop them in there in that trash can, that metal trash can, and they used to sit at a fire, put that top on there like that where it can't escape. Nobody's going through the proper rites of passages when it comes to death anymore. This is how come we got so much craziness going on all over the fucking planet. So anyway, I was in my dreamscape, y'all. How you doing, Golden Amethyst? and Christopher and Deborah and did I say Kevin? How you doing? Hopefully you're doing well, Kevin. Hey, just right. Hey, Sweet Tea. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Chastain. Thank you for moderating. Okay, Nicole Mastella, how you doing? Hey, Alaric Ice. Hey, Sonia Soto. Hey, Miss Averiel. How are you? Okay, I think I got there. Hey, Tiffany. If I didn't get to you, please just let me know. So somebody out there, you either got somebody who's just transitioned or somebody's getting ready to transition. You may be in the chat. If you're not in the chat room, maybe you're in the you're somebody who's watching that don't want to talk, or maybe you someone to come. But when you go to these funerals, and I'm finna do a card reading. My Apple Pen never did show back up. I decided I was not gonna go back in time jump to try to retrieve it. That I'm gonna be a little bit more responsible when I do go back for $100 pen. I'm not gonna go back and travel. I just purchase a new one. Besides, I wasn't using it no way. I did. I managed to get my cards back, so I'm gonna take those cards. I know those cards are very magical. They wound up from one place to that one. They wound up in my truck. They wound up in my truck. Do y'all hear me? Mr. Willie ain't did this because Mr. Willie do not have the keys to my truck. I don't have the keys to his car. You understand? They just wound up in there. So I feel like they're more magical than ever because they have crossed between dimensions. And once again, I have the tarot decks ready. I got one giveaway, and one person always already asked, and Tam you, I got to give her one. So be the first to win this card deck. Now there are some imperfections, meaning that on the back of the card, some of them vary. Some of the images vary. It's the same image, but it's like kind of like some move displacement in a little bit of an area. I'm not gonna have a manual because they're self-explanatory. You know what I'm saying? I worded them like the man. Just very the baby, just very basic oracle cards, not tarot. I keep saying tarot. They're oracle deck. It's an oracle deck. So if you want to be the first to win this oracle deck, when I say they are possessed, they are possessed. They're possessed with the mystery spirits. You don't want to cross that road. You don't want to get signed up for that. Okay, this is not your assignment. Okay, so I got to make this fast, y'all. Cause I got to try to find a way to get to the temple and then get the house ready for family to come in. So I got a lot I got to do. I'm finna get ready to end in a minute. Okay, give me a minute. I'm finna end in a minute. Okay. Okay, what that mean? That mean the flowers are gonna be more pretty. April showers bring May flowers. So I'm excited about that. My little flowers are just putting on a beautiful display. God is really smiling. So this morning I went on a travel, so I didn't get up early. I got up like 12:30 p.m. Central Standard Time because when my body is there, it's not like I can't even an alarm clock wake me up. Mr. Willis said he said you were snoring so funny. Not today, but one of them days. He said he looked at me and he said I was doing this weird snore. How he said it sound? Oh, when he come back in here, I'ma let him tell y'all what it sound like. Mr. Willis, hey, tell him how you said I was snoring. Tell him how you said I was snoring. You gonna speak to the chat? You gonna speak to the chat?
Yeah, hello, chat.
Mm-hmm. He said you said it sound weird.
Yeah, I can't remember how it was going. I forgot now.
Hey, don't let me just if I'm sleeping weird like that, wake me up
Oh yeah, you don't wake me up when I do that.
because it'd be funny.
Mm. You record me laughing. So.
Oh, so I don't wake you. Oh, so
No,
that's
that's my dog.
uh What? What about it? Oh, tell them about it.
Mm.
Tell them.
You tell. You tell them that. I do. I found the dollar on the floor. It appeared out of nowhere. By the kitchen floor.
Mm-hmm.
Walked in the den, you know, in front of the den. You know I see that dollar. I walked through there about 3 times.
Mm-hmm. You sure didn't fall out your pocket?
Neither. I had on pajamas pants with no pocket.
Sure did.
I ain't have my pants on, so I ain't gonna fall out my pocket.
And what was I?
Him laying down.
Mm-hmm.
So it just appeared out of nowhere.
A whole dollar.
The whole dollar just appeared on the floor.
Here's, I got the dollar here
I
now.
see you got it right there.
I got some on top of it so they won't come back and get it.
Yeah,
I'm finna show it to them.
Pocket. That won't put it in my wallet. No, they ain't gonna get it out of there.
Look at that. Y'all see all my towels and sheets and stuff on the bed.
They won't come back get it.
Y'all see my little raggedy towel? I had that towel 15 years. Look at that. This is dollar. Now I'm trying to check and see if it's from our dimension. Is this from our dimension, y'all?
I don't know where it's from. It was on the floor.
This is it. It was on the floor. Here's the serial number. This is the note. What y'all think? Should you want me to keep it there or you want to just spin it? I wouldn't spin it. Because see, it may be some bad in it. They probably won't. They want you to spend it and put your cash in some of your goddamn blessings for their asses.
For $1?
For a motherfucking dollar. They trying to see if you stupid enough to go for it. I wouldn't spend this shit. Okay, well, if you gonna actually spend this stuff. You'll spend this shit.
They dropped it over here.
Well, let's put it like this, any type of karmic debt or anything that's attached to it that may bring failure into my life, it's not gonna happen. Not to me.
What they got to do with me though?
This your fate. This $1 bill. Go ahead.
It was on the floor. I found it.
You that damn desperate you'll spend that? I wouldn't trust that. You don't know what they trying to do because they actively in here in this damn house. This is a damn portal. Then they gave you a gold necklace one time. Remember that?
I found that at work.
Yeah. You be finding some weird stuff, Mr. Willie. I'd be careful with all this stuff if I was you.
Put it back.
No, you go ahead and spend it. I done already told you what it is. You can't sit in nobody tell you.
I don't want to spend it.
So if your car, you need a transmission in your car again, you'll know why.
Put it over. I ain't spend it.
No. You desperate for that dollar, ain't it? No, if you put it up there, it's going to be gone.
Well, okay, I'm going to put it right here and say they're going to come back and get it.
I have put stuff on top of it and come back.
Let's see if they're going to come
back.
Y'all
had found a $5 bill in the bathtub one time, just sitting in the tub.
Well, see, that's just like
Do you know I put that up on the dresser and I went back there, that $5 bill was gone.
Okay, I'm going to sit this right here.
That don't mean
and we're going to see if it's going to be gone. Well, let's see if they're going to come back and get it. When we gone,
they ain't gave me my pen back yet.
Yeah, okay.
My Apple pen gone. Apple pencil. It hadn't come back yet.
Well, let's see if they're going to get this dollar. So you see them sitting right there, right?
No, don't put it on top of that. I'm going to use that. Put it under that thing under there. Put it under that. Y'all, we around here talking. It's a whole nother family living in this house. We just can't see them. You heard me?
Yeah.
We got another family in here.
I'm going to put it right here, and then we'll see if it's going to be gone.
Miss Willie, are you listening? We have another family in this house.
Somebody gave that dollar to me, so.
I went in the cemetery with one of my clients, and a $20 bill just wound up in my lap.
How we know that them doing? They could have followed us home.
Them things follow us everywhere we go.
Could have gotten in the car with
Somebody's attracting this stuff. Is it you or me?
You?
Mr. Will, that's you.
That ain't nothing to me. I ain't going no
This weird stuff been going on. Leave that open. It's hot.
Come on, I gotta go get this.
Okay, y'all, I'm back. We just having a discussion here. Hey, producer third son, how you doing? Okay, so let's talk. So, anyways, like I said, I slept to 12:30 p.m. And if you have a problem with that, call your local authorities. Okay, dial 911 if you think it's important. Or just give the FBI a tip, or the CIA, whoever you want. and let them know that I am, getting up a little bit late, traveling back and forth, whatever, makes you feel comfortable. Okay. Okay. This is for all of the people out there that got a problem with me. You know what I'm saying? Um, so this is what I need to talk about. The traveler. I'm the spirit traveler. So, uh,
Yeah, we're gonna live right over here.
oh, okay.
I
So
ain't gonna
can
put the
can I
light
finish
on.
this? Okay, okay. Can I? I'm finna go and tie this up, okay?
All right.
Cause you're throwing me off. I'm thrown off a little bit. Okay, I'm back, y'all. Um.
Yeah.
So
I
when
got
I
something.
got, I get up at 12:30, and I had
I
to
got my glasses
process
on. That's why I look.
everything.
I'm not gonna.
Okay, so here's the things that I saw. I can't even. Every time I, goodness, I ain't gonna be but a minute. So check this out, y'all. I get up, and first thing I did, I needed to do, I said, I'm gonna call this lady that I call. I said I need to call her up because I always discuss my travels with her, and I was able to recall everything because I almost forgot. I don't tell Mr. Willie because Mr. Willie, he's not really interested in this stuff, even though paranormal stuff happened around him. He still passes off as if though it was coincident. Even that dollar he talking about, eventually he just want to spin it, put it in a snack machine when he go to work, and he don't realize the significance of things of like that, of that nature. And so I talked to her about it. I said, do you know that I was in a building or a house, I don't know what it was, and there was a lot of people there, mainly white people that were like angry, and they were pitching a fit. I've never seen some of the devastation, like, you know you know you tell a black person, hey, your money ain't in here, what have you. We go when we ready to kick some ass or do something, you understand. And we that's us right there. But these people were like suicidal, they were homicidal, man. The look in their eyes like they was gonna kill somebody. I'm like, okay, like they would get guns and explosives and shit about this shit. And I remember this white man, and I asked him, I said, what's wrong? The only reason why I'm bringing up race because it was just me and a whole bunch of white people. Okay, so I said, what is going on? He said, they done reset our banking accounts. And I was like, okay. So, I mean, I was like, okay. And then I looked at him, it was another white man, and he was trying to, comfort us in a bit and comfort me and others. And he just said, okay, calm down, y'all. You understand what I'm saying? He said it only means that you can only have a certain amount. And if you have over that amount, they are entitled to take that. So I was like, how much can you have in there? He said, you're not allowed to have over 5,000. They've reset it a people account. So we're talking about people who were wealthy that had like $249,000 in their account. Now their accounts only had $5,000 in it. That's it. So the man said, and y'all have heard the term too, the reset is coming. It already has happened in the spiritual realm. So it's getting ready to happen here where your bank accounts, like, and I told you all about this, that you ain't going to have but so much money in your bank and your paper money. It's getting ready to happen. Okay. Now, they're getting ready to do away with your coins. The coins is definitely what they want to take back. Your nickels, your silvers, and all of that, and your coppers and stuff like that. They're gonna take all of those back into the system. The paper money is no good, and you're only gonna be allowed to have. And I want to come back and really go into depth with this because I can't really tell y'all everything because Everybody is ready for me to leave, and I have a lot of stuff to do. I got junk on a table. I don't even know where I'm gonna put the junk on the table, y'all. So I have somewhere to put the food and everything. So I got a whole bunch of junk in the trunk. Oh no, I'm just teasing. I got a lot of stuff I got to do, y'all, and I want to be where I can sit down here and carefully explain it because I explained it to her so well. I wish she had a recorded everything so that I can come back and play it back to you all. But they're gonna there's not gonna be any money in your hands. You're gonna only so don't pull your money out of the banks. Let them go ahead and have it. Okay. The reason why I said let them go ahead and have it because it's not going to do you any good when you got your money, your paper money, and you say, hey, I'm finna go down here and buy some grits and some bacon. Then I'm going to be taking that. It's going to be a digital card. All monies will be on digital cards. So you may as well leave that there. Okay. And it's not about how much money you've earned in there, some how much they're going to allow you to have. Okay. So the rich and the wealthy, all our celebrities or what have you, y'all get ready. These people were committing suicide. Do you hear me? They were killing themselves. You know, they were killing themselves. Do you understand? They were not able to handle it. The even playing field. They were not able to handle it. So ain't no reparations coming, no 40 acres, ain't no mules coming, ain't nothing coming. What is coming here is a dictatorship. They tell you what you can have, and that's gonna be it. All the banks are gonna close. There will be no more physical banks. There were no physical banks, so folks was taken to the motherfucking street. Do you hear me? They was taken to the streets. They were like just it was wild. Military was on the ground, as y'all already know. Man was pulling on doors and stuff, trying to get into to these different establishments. They had a whole lockdown. Everything was locked up. You couldn't get in no grocery store. And what was interesting, there were no banks open. They will not have physical banks where we're going when they turn this into digital currency. So if you have a discrepancy in your on your digital card, where you can call and see how much you got in there or how much they will allow you to have your little allotment. Hello. If it ain't right, there is nowhere to go. They got these numbers that you can call, and they got these websites, and you wait in line with millions and millions and millions and millions of other Americans, okay, where they put you on a waiting list. We will get to you in approximately 31 days. We will get to you in approximately 30 days. We will get to you approximately in 29 days. And I gotta go, y'all. I've been on here 52 minutes. Man, time flies when you having fun. Hey, Empress, how you doing? Okay. So, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and let you all go. I enjoyed you all, and I'll be back where I could really sit down and talk about it. Okay. Bye bye.